God! Hello? Is someone in the corner there? Hello?
Good day.
Good day.
I'm called Mingo too.
Yes, I was told.
Good. And you remembered it.
Of course. It's very memorable.
Really? Why's that?
It's such a low number, I suppose. Oh, there's a bee.
What's that?
Caution. A bee stung me on the neck and is still buzzing around the room.
Really?
I haven't seen one since I was a child. Yet a bee is prisoner in this room. It's really quite remarkable.
Yes.
Yes, and it's very aggressive. You should be careful.
And why should I be careful?
That it might sting. Ow! What are you?
Nothing to fear. Here's the bee's little stinger. See? What's the fuss? All of their power, right here in my fingertips. Now the bees have no more consequence than flying.
Who's there? I think there's someone lurking in the corner of this room.
This room is oval. It has no corners.
Very well, oval, so you say, but nevertheless, someone is spying on us.
And if there were someone, would that be of concern, Lee72?
I just think the person ought to come out and make himself known, that's all.
Interesting. You've picked a gender.
What?
How did you manage that?
How did I haven't picked a gender. Yes, you're right. I should have said the person ought to come out and made themselves known.
Observer, what is your name?
I am now called She-57.
There is someone in the corner.
As I told you before, this room has no corners.
Oval, against the wall, whatever. There is someone against the border of this.
Yes, there is. You're correct. It's clear then. Now, by the way, it is my understanding that you invoked Aditi earlier.
What?
Don't you recall?
No.
Play it back, please.
Ow, oh my God.
Play again, please. Volume decibel 9.
Ow, oh my God.
There. Am I clear now?
You recorded me?
We record this room. This is a public room.
I was stung by a bee.
And so? You invoked Aditi?
No.
No. I can play it again.
I know what I said. I wasn't invoking a deity per se. I was surprised, shocked by the bee. The word simply slipped out.
As an expression of shock or surprise.
Yes, not as if I expected Almighty God, a deity, to suddenly intervene on my behalf.
No, I suppose not. Well, it's not a serious breach, is it?
Look, if I may, I'd like to know why I've been called here today.
Have you got somewhere to go?
No.
At this point, you aren't under any obligation to stay here. If you'd like, you may go.
I may?
Of course. Would you like to go?
No. I'm glad to stay and find out why you've asked for me.
Good.
So then?
Yes.
Why? Have you called me?
It's concerning some wording we've been made aware of. A notable arrangement of words on your personal station.
My personal station?
Yes.
You have access to my personal station?
Of course. This is thoroughly disclosed. Certainly you carefully discerned all the documentation when you accepted your personal station.
I looked over it.
It is a common theme. I looked over it. And yet, when these situations arise, one wishes one had done more than to look over the documentation.
Well, I needed a personal station. One needs a personal station to shop, to communicate, for entertainment.
You're very lucky then, to be afforded one for free.
Yes, not like I have a choice. One needs a personal station, and there's only one place to acquire one. Only one place that makes one, here.
One is hardly without choice. There are those who work for their food. You are not prohibited from working. Communication and entertainment are luxuries. Humans don't require them. Housing is provided by the company for all people, regardless of their position in the class lottery, whether they choose to have a personal station or not.
Yes. I still don't understand why I'm here today.
Play back the curious wording, please. October 15, 2045.
October 15, 2045. Dear Land 33, I saw you through the window tonight. I was on my way from meditation and I happened by a window of a restaurant where you were dining with another. Land 33, your recent good fortune in the class lottery does not preclude you from seeing me, from being with me, and yet most hurtfully, you've chosen someone else. Only 2 weeks ago we were physically conjoined, Land 33, and I am at a loss as to how you can manipulate your feelings so easily.
This is something that you wrote? Did you write these words, Lee 72? If you deny that you wrote them, you should be made aware that sharing your passcode is a serious infraction of the Consumer's Code, 447B, and you could face a sentence of no more than 2 years, yet no
I
less
wrote
than-
it! Yes, I wrote
it. Don't be afraid. They've lost all power, this one.
B is female, Ming 02. Most likely a soldier bee or a worker bee, not an emasculated drone.
Good then. She. Dead already. She is. I wonder if she knows it.
Dead?
Yes. Can she be aware with her tiny little consciousness that she's sealed her own fate? Does she have the instinct to know what she's done? One has to wonder. When she took her revenge on you, she caused her own end. When a beast stings, it leaves too much of itself, too much of its own abdomen behind to survive. It dies. And so, this tiny bee, by giving in to her nature, to her need for revenge, she's caused her own demise.
Revenge?
Yes.
It wasn't revenge.
No?
She can't reason like that. It was instinct. She was protecting herself.
Was she? How could she be protecting herself? She's ended her own life. If it's instinct, then her instinct has betrayed her.
Well, it's her job. Usually a bee, a soldier bee, or a guard bee, it's protecting the hive. It's her job to sting when necessary.
In the primitive animal world, they have need of soldiers. We can agree on this. And if this is the bee's calling, her purpose, it is a justifiable sacrifice. But this bee was alone. She had no higher calling other than to sting you. Perhaps she should have just flown away and lived. Continue to letter December 20, 2045.
Dear Land 33, I don't understand a promise broken. A promise of love is a contract not to be lightly tread upon, and yet you flaunt your new companion willfully in my face. Let me ask you, have you physically conjoined yet? Why do you always appear up where I am? With him? Everywhere you go, you torture me. Land 33, are you following me? Am I following you?
Die! Why won't you just die and be done with it?
In good time, she'll follow her course. Ignore her. Continue to letter January.
No more letters. I know what I wrote. You know what I wrote.
Yes.
I never sent them. I never sent them. How can I be held responsible for thoughts, for feelings? How can you monitor my dreams?
Lee 7-2. Where's land 33?
How should I know?
Where's land 33?
I'm not responsible. I didn't do anything.
Lee.
What?
Lee.
Oh my god.
Lee. Lee.
How can you